Imagine it is Tuesday morning. You are sitting at your desk, staring at a calendar that looks uncomfortably light for the coming month. 2 weeks ago, you were too busy to even think about business development. You were deep in delivery for your best client. But that project just wrapped, the final invoice is sent, and suddenly the silence in your inbox is deafening. Most boutique founders accept this as the natural price of doing business. Yeah, they believe the feast or famine cycle is an unavoidable law of nature. But the true cost of this roller coaster isn't just the stress of a fluctuating bank balance. The real price you pay is what I call the strategic tax. The strategic tax is the hidden cost of desperation. When you are busy, you have the luxury of being a trusted advisor. You can say no to projects that don't fit your firm. You can hold firm on your pricing and focus on work that builds your authority. But when the roller coaster dips into the famine stage, your psychology shifts. The pressure of overhead and the anxiety of an empty pipeline begin to cloud your judgment. You start paying the tax in three distinct ways. First is positioning compromise. You begin to bid on projects that are slightly outside your zone of genius. You tell yourself you can figure it out, but you're just diluting your expertise. Second is pricing erosion. You sense a prospect's hesitation and you offer a special discount because you need the win. Third is the bad fit client. You ignore the red flags you would normally see in a diagnostic conversation. The tragedy of the strategic tax is that it is a debt that must be repaid with interest. This prevents you from doing the proactive work required to find your next ideal client. It effectively locks you into the next dip of the roller coaster before this one even ends. A bad fit client taken on in July will consume your energy well into October. Most boutique founders rely exclusively on word of mouth and their immediate personal network. While this proves the quality of your work, it is a reactive strategy. When your network is tapped out, you enter the valley of death. This is the phase where the initial momentum of your business stalls. You are then forced into traditional, exhausting prospecting. The alternative is to shift from a push model to a pull model. In a push model, you are chasing opportunities and pitching to anyone who will listen. In a pull model, you are positioning yourself as the only logical choice. You build a system that attracts ideal clients by addressing their pain long before they talk to you. I worked with a founder named Sarah who ran a specialized advisory firm. For years, her revenue was a series of jagged peaks and deep valleys. She spent her slow months scrambling and her busy months drowning. By implementing a system to pull clients in, she stopped chasing low-margin projects. Within 6 months, her slow months were more profitable than her previous peak months. She simply stopped paying the strategic tax. To stop the roller coaster, you need an opportunity engine. This is a repeatable, scalable system that generates qualified conversations like clockwork. It is the always-on heart of your business development. An effective opportunity engine consists of 4 core pillars. The first pillar is resonance over volume. You do not need more leads, you need better ones. This starts with hooks. These are targeted messages that speak directly to the specific pain your client feels right now. If your messaging is generic, you will attract price-sensitive clients. The second pillar is the client buying journey. Consulting is a high-trust purchase. Clients do not buy solutions, they buy the confidence that you understand their problem. Your engine must provide a path for prospects to move at their own pace. We categorize these as fast lane and slow lane prospects. You need a system that handles both automatically. The third pillar is authority building content. Stop posting content just for the sake of an algorithm. Focus on demonstrating your body of knowledge. Diagnostic frameworks allow a prospect to test drive your thinking. It turns your intangible expertise into something concrete. The fourth pillar is consistent outreach and nurture. The engine requires fuel. This means a commitment to a core 200 list of your most important relationships. The goal is to ensure that when the prospect's pain becomes acute, you are the one they call. Once your opportunity engine is running, the way you sell must change. You are no longer pitching for business. Instead, you are conducting diagnostic conversations. When you have a predictable flow of leads, you gain the power to leave. Your role is no longer to convince the client to hire you. Your role is to guide them toward the best solution for their problem. Even if that solution isn't you, this posture of detachment is the ultimate authority builder. It removes the smell of commission that often clings to founders during a revenue dip. Paradoxically, the less you need the deal, the more likely the client is to want you. The revenue roller coaster is not a requirement for running a boutique firm. It is a symptom of a missing system. This week, take a hard look at the projects currently in your pipeline. How many of them resulted from a strategic tax you paid during a slow month? How much is that bad fit client actually costing you in lost focus? The transition from a reactive hunter to a proactive authority does not happen overnight, but it does start with a single decision to stop chasing and start building. If you want to see the blueprints for the opportunity engine, I have put together a guide at Boutique OS. It walks through the frameworks we use to help firms find their floor. Clarity removes the fog. It is time to build your engine. If you found this helpful, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. I will be going live with a new video each week that will be sure to help you position yourself in the top 1% of niche consultants in your market.